Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Welcome to our website. We've got loads of news and gossip for you today. But first, here's a new song.
New York, New York, New York, New York, one fabulous place. All the world within a single face. New York, New York, East River View. Every dream is waiting here for you. In a carriage through the park, cabaret and after dark. Something tells me we just fell in love with New York, New York. She's singing my song. Stairs that climb to heavens can't be wrong. Even when you're feeling blue, hear that city calling you. Come on, come on, come on, New York, New York. New York, New York. Lady greets the morning sun, orange sky when day is done. Catch the 4 uptown, the Yankees take the field. New York, New York, heart touching the sky. Can a simple wish be worth a try? Love is but a glance. Life is for romance. Raise your glass, pop the cork. New York, New York. I love New York. Yeah. New York, New York. Hey, buddy, get away from the car. Yes.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to After Hours.
Friday,
That's what the show is called, After Hours.
You know what I love about After Hours?
It's
After Hours. And I can have my Gubba weekend started early. So, here we go to a Friday Gubba weekend, everyone. Hopefully Steve Gubb will be joining us later. If not, Steve, I'm going to start without you.
Did you tell him?
No, but I will.
No?
No. Yeah, we know what our crew says. Yeah, no.
You got to get your weekend started. Starts tonight at 6 o'clock. By 9 o'clock, you should be ready to get toasted. By 10 o'clock, you should be in bed. Yeah.
After Hours. Thanks for joining us on WWNN 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, 1470 AM, live streaming everywhere. You can find the Brooklyn Café TV, and that music was brought to you by J&M Productions. So we're going to get into that in a little bit, but tonight we've got some spectacular food on board. Joining us from Big T's Delicatessen up in Delray. And Big T's comes to us through Reba Larney of Boca Magazine and Delray Magazine. So we're very excited. Welcome, gentlemen, for joining us.
Thank you, thank you.
This food looks, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to dig in.
They got a sandwich over there that will feed a family of 50.
And look who stopped in. Get some lunch for yourself, too.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
thank you.
Oh, my keys.
Or dinner,
My
or a
dinner.
snack,
Or
and there you
whatever
have it.
After hours is dinner.
So we've got Tony with us, and we've got Michael joining us, a Big T's Deli. Big T's, just the name alone, everything is just amazing.
Well, it's a family-run deli. We used to have restaurants up in New Jersey, and it was a fine dining restaurant. We moved down here about 8 years ago. Was looking for something to do. Michael's been in the restaurant business most of his life, and he's my son, by the way. And he was over at Latitudes. He was a sous chef over at Latitudes for a while, and we're like, we need to do something. And my nephew lives down here. He's been a chef in town, and this opportunity came about, and we said, let's do it. So we're a scratch kitchen deli, and we make everything in house, and we're going to serve your food that we want to eat, that we love to eat, and that we'd like to make, and that's what we're about.
I got to tell you, though, this menu is, I can't even pronounce some of it. A
How long
Reuben
have-
Tishkoff.
How long have you been there?
So I'm at the Delray Beach Market, which is brand new. It's just turning a year old at the end of April. We're right downtown Delray on 3rd Avenue, right near, if you would, right near the railroad tracks, Johnny Brown's, Lionfish, right there. It's a brand new, it's 22 unique vendors inside the Delray Beach Market, unique food vendors, and there's parking provided. There's a 3-story parking garage on top of it. And so we've been there for a year. It's been open for a year.
It's funny because we went to an event at a different location on Saturday, and by 6 o'clock, it was standing room only.
Yeah.
Now, you remember when we were up in Delray at the other studio, the train tracks used to change everything east of it.
Right, yeah.
Remember? And then we opened up for iPick Theaters. Remember their grand opening?
Yep.
They locked everything up. You had to come in one day. And the owner was there. He was supposed to be there 15 minutes. He stayed 3 hours with us. And everything began to change. I think your timing is unbelievable. I think that what's going to happen, I mean, we saw it on Saturday. I had to get out because
So
the
many-
bar in the back was packed. The restaurant in the front was packed at this place, and there was a line.
Have you been up to Delray Marketplace yet?
I have not.
I haven't either, but everyone loves it. And your location is amazing. It's been there for a couple years already.
Well,
hasn't
1
it?
year.
Okay.
April will be a year. And again, what's unique about it is where the location is. Right across from us is a vacant lot. They're supposed to build like 300 apartments right across from us. There's the Soho apartments or Sobo or something like that apartments right behind us. So there is a lot of younger crowds, affluent money, young cash in the building, and that really helps us a lot because we provide a unique experience.
And the menu, you can tell.
That's a long menu.
And
It's a big menu.
this is your northeastern menu. This is not a
Yeah,
South Florida deli menu. You haven't taken a look at this. but-
I've been in the radio and TV business for all my life since the age of 13. So I get to travel a lot. I've been in a lot of states, a lot of countries, and so if you see in there, I have a chopped cheese, which is very big in New York City at all the bodegas. We have the Philly cheesesteaks done just like you would in Philly. Jersey pork roll from Cases, which is different from Taylor ham or different from Taylor's pork roll. I'll have an argument with everybody on that one. And then we also do a Chicago beef. One of the best things is just doing a Chicago beef dipped, what we call run it through the garden and give it a bath. So it's dipped in the jus with a spicy jardiniere.
How do you like being in Delray Marketplace versus your own freestanding location?
Again, for us, what we were looking for is an opportunity to do something. Rents were just out of control downtown. They're just crazy. And so we looked a couple of different places. We looked at Lake Worth and down here in Boca. And for us, this was the perfect step in. I've owned a brick and mortar restaurant. I know what it costs to turn on the lights every day, whether you make any money or not. So it's a little bit different here because while we're in there, we share space with everybody, and it gives us an opportunity to grow the business and grow within the market. So it does work for us in our particular case.
I think it's really, as you call it, New World Order, the new norm, because after coming out of what we all just came out of, it's shared expenses, but yet you get to grow your business.
Yeah.
And you don't have to take all the risk.
Right. I mean, the risk involved is, just like every other restaurant, you got to know what you're doing, got to be able.
That's frozen.
All right. Yep, no intro. We'll go straight to them and we'll edit it out.
The V-Mix froze. How does a V-Mix freeze?
Power supply's starting to go.
Computer's brand new.
Do you miss radio, TV? Not at, nope.
There's
You're still
certain
doing
things
it,
I
you said,
do.
right?
I do. I do consultant work. I do contracted consultant work for radio and TV. And I actually do stuff for the military also. So I miss it, but I don't. I mean, I don't miss the midnight phone calls because the radio station got hit by lightning or the automation's down. Yeah. Or my
Hello.
VMix crashed.
Hello.
I don't miss those calls at all.
Nope. And when it's your show, you got a little more control. When it's okay, when it is somebody else's show and they're in the middle of a show and
And we had
Very
radio
nice.
Is that what
stations
happened?
in Boston, Cape Cod, Nantucket. We used to host IMUS once a year up in Laconia at our bike races.
What did the computer
I've had
show?
chairs thrown at me by talent, because they don't
The
get their
program
way.
shut
And
down.
That's the
tantrum
hardest
tantrums
thing.
and the personalities you have to deal
Let's
with.
see. Let's see.
Yep.
It sounds to me like it.
that's the
It
hardest
sounds
thing
like
is the
to me
talent,
like
the
there's an
personality. When
outside
it's not
force
your
going
show
on.
and it's
I have
beyond
in
your
15
control, they
years
don't.
never
It
seen
doesn't
a
matter to
Right.
anybody else because it's their show.
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I'm thinking,
We had to fly
let's see if
IMUS's
it
chair in
opens.
on a private jet from New York City
find out
up
if
to
it opened on
Laconia
her.
every
How
year.
is the bandwidth?
And we would put it in our truck and drive it to the event. The chair got lost one year for like a couple hours. He went nuts. I never saw a man,
All right, we gotta look at
a
it.
grown
All right.
man, have such a kindergarten.
We'll take it from
temper tantrum in my
the
life.
interview.
what type of
and then we'll
consulting do
edit
you
it.
do?
For radio and TV.
But is it
Design. Like,
okay?
you know,
Set design or is it